you just got hit in the face with trash, but that wasn't a really good feeling, was it? Well, that's what happens to our Earth every time we litter on it. Have you ever been driving in the city and seen trash along the road? Well, that's a silly question, because everyone has. Most people see trash in all places on Earth, lying in the ground, polluting the environment. National Geographic says the world generates at least 3.5 million tons of plastic and other solid waste a day. That's 10 times the amount a century ago. The US is the king of trash, producing a world-leading 250 million tons a year. That's roughly 4.4 pounds of trash per person per day. It is a known fact that at least a fourth of that is littered. So littering is everywhere in the world and reaches all corners, like a creeping monster, slowly killing the environment. It's a huge problem that is handled unwell and not often worried enough about. In order to draw attention to this problem, I'm going to tell you the negative effects of littering and why we should stop littering and how to stop littering. So, what is the need? The negative effects of littering. Well, cleaning litter is costly to the economy, and a post by Litter Prevention website, we learned that littering costs the United States $11.5 billion each year. That's a lot of money just going to pick up trash. Littering also kills millions of animals. Many of the objects that are in the litter will kill the animal that tries to digest it, which actually causes slow, painful death. And much of the ocean life is also killed this way. It's not just limited to land life. So littering affects all life. And not just animals, it also affects humans. Each year, actually, hundreds of people in America are killed trying to avoid litter on the roads in car accidents. And that's taken from abc3340.com. So after learning the negative effects of littering, you need to learn why we need to stop it. So why should we stop littering? Well, it costs a lot of money to control the litter, and Seattle PI suggests that if people started littering less, there would be much more money for other environmental projects, and the quality of roads and government buildings, like schools, would drastically increase. Also, if we stopped littering, a lot of animals would be living. A lot of animals would die less. There'd be a lot less death and a lot less pollution towards our ecosystem. So illegal dumping can seep into the groundwater, actually, and if we stop littering so much, the illegal dumping, such as the byproducts of like food and other organic items, sink into the water and actually pollute our water system. So if we stop littering, we'll have cleaner water, which also helps better life. But how do we stop littering? How do we control it? Well, how do we prevent it and how do we stop it? Well, if everyone starts collecting 10 pieces of litter when they go into nature or parks, the amount of litter would drastically decrease. So next time you're in nature, try collecting just 10 pieces. On the way to the car this morning, I picked up a piece of litter. It took 2 seconds just of looking, and I was like, oh, I'll clean that up, help the environment a little bit. You can do that too, it's super easy. So most trash is not recycled, so always recycle your trash, because then it can be put towards something new and not just decompose slowly in our earth. So always recycle. And also, when you pick up litter, you're not just picking up litter and saving the environment, you're setting an example for others, and they will also then want to act on your empathy towards the earth, and most likely prevent littering. So now that you know what littering is and how much it costs, don't litter, and keep our planet clean in order to have a cleaner life and a more productive economy. And you can help prevent littering by obviously not littering, and by picking up others' litters, and recycling. Without littering, our ecosystem would be in amazing health. Without trash and human waste, we'd be able to live in a better society, and not only would we be able to live in a better society, but all life would be able to live coincidingly with us in a better way. So, with littering though, right now there is a 600,000 square mile trash heap that is just floating around in the Pacific Ocean. Now imagine seeing that and actually walking on that, because people can. Imagine walking on a trash island in the middle of the ocean. That's real right now, and you probably couldn't even explore it with your entire life, because 600,000 square miles is so big. So just imagine pretty much the size of Texas in trash, just walking on that. It's pretty terrible to think about. So next time you're driving, or if you're just walking and you see garbage all over, remember, littering in our nation needs to stop. And the only way to stop it is by personally trying to help the problem and be a role model to others and hope to spread awareness on litter prevention. There is literally a ton of plastic garbage for every person, and every person, as I said earlier, produces 4.4 pounds of trash. Well, this is about what 4.4 pounds looks like. A whole Walmart bag of trash, which is actually quite a bit, because one of these per person per day, 300 million people in the United States, that's a lot of trash, and a lot of it's going into our planet, which is not okay. So pick up your share, because when you do, you are helping the environment, saving animals, and saving the planet. Thank you.